were reacting to falling in love with the school.
Hi, you my
And it's by Yo-Yo 808.
now.
The last time you texted me was in 2020.
How are you? How you been?
Good. What made you call me out of nowhere?
I just wanted to call you. I can't call you now.
I'm up now.
Now we've all heard the tale. Nerdy kid goes to school, gets made fun of by women for being nerdy. Well, that's what he thinks, but he was really getting made fun of for being weird and nerdy. But goes to school, gets made fun of for being nerdy, but then he has a come up. But then all the girls start coming back and blah, 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 blah. This is a scenario that many men fantasize about. I mean, when I was a wee lad, I used to fantasize about it myself, but I was lucky. I'm as lucky as in good luck. I had like the fortune. I was lucky enough for it to happen to me. And in my last video, I actually hinted about the scenario. And final body was with a demon, a school thought, as someone called it. And the story about this girl is actually going to be my next video. And now it's time to give you guys that story.
Oh my god. We just saw the video.
It's actually going to be my next video. And now it's time to give you guys that story. Hey, I'm a little sick. Now, before I start this story, I really do want to preface to y'all that I am not lit yet. Now, I've been doing this a while, and we have a beautiful community, and I really do love each and every one of you. But unlike Carl Fredrickson on a Blue Chew, I am not up yet. The movie's called Up. He didn't even need to say the Blue Chew part. Yes, I did. What size shoe you wear? We have not made it yet. I'm still very much on the grind. We do not got Hellcat money over here. However, to the untrained eye, it looks that way. And because of that, people tend to think I have way more than I actually do have. Sit down and look. Back in high school, I liked this girl who was named Christine. Now, Christine was artistic. Hey, I said art, bro. Speak clearly. She was always strong in class, which was also the same thing that I always did. We would just show up to class with fat-ass sketchbooks and just draw the whole time. Now, we never spoke. She didn't know I existed. And honestly, that was enough for me to fall in love, so I became obsessed quick. I wanted nothing more than to talk to this woman. I just couldn't build up the courage to for the life of me. But holy was I trying. The worst thing I do is follow this girl. Like, I changed my path in the hallways to make sure I was behind Shorty. Not because I wanted to stalk her, but because I wanted to talk to her, but I just couldn't, so it turned into me just following her. Like, I would literally be within a foot distance of her, like, just trying to force myself to tap her shoulder, but I just never could. And I did that from the time our semester started to the end of school, every day. And during the last week of school, I knew something had to change. Now, of all the different hallway paths in the school that I took to try to talk to this girl, the one that was going to give me the best shot was the one that we both had to walk in before lunch, because it was the longest strip of highway. It was the longest strip of hallway that we both had to walk. Now, me and this girl shared a class that was right before lunch. So the bell would ring, and then we would walk down the hallway, and then it branches off two ways. So the left was for people with cars who like to eat off campus, and the right was for people without cars who had to eat the on-campus food. You know how school food gets. Now, this girl could drive, so she would always go to the left, and I couldn't, so I would always go to the right. So if I was gonna spit at this girl, it would have to be in this hallway, and it would have to be before she goes to the left. That gave me like 30 seconds to talk to this girl, and that terrified me. I mean, every day I'd wake up, look in the mirror, put my sorry fit on, deadass is how I dressed in high school. I put my trash fit on and tell myself, today
is the day.
Is the day. I'd go to school, sit in class. Nah, deadass, why was I dressing like this, bro? This video gonna get me tight. I'd go to school, sit in class would end. Today.
It's the day.
We'd leave, walk in the hallway. I'd follow her, I'd catch up to her. She'd go left, and I'd go right. And it went like that. She'd go left, I'd go right. She'd go left, I'd go right. Day until the last day of school. So the last day comes up, everyone's in class, we're all just chilling because you don't do nothing on the last day of school. I'm drawing, she's drawing, and like a bunk bed at a dating party, something comes over me. That was the script. I get up, put my game face on, I walk to her, and I compliment her art. She actually rocks with it. She goes, oh my god, thank you. I be seeing your stuff too. I really like your style. Thanks. We'll have a good summer. And I walk my dumb ass back to the desk, bro. This story gets me so tired. And why was I dressed like this? I folded, bro. That was the perfect opportunity to start a conversation, and I just couldn't handle it, bro. This girl scared me. So I go back to my desk and draw like a idiot. The bell rings, and everyone gets up and starts walking to lunch. And I'm hot, bro, because I did realize that I was stupid for not talking to her. So embarrassed and determined not to leave with an L, I follow her in the hallway with nothing but the intention to talk to her. Walk in the hallway, catch up to her. She goes left, and I go left, bro. I'm not leaving with an L. So we're walking, and I'm behind her, and I'm just trying to think of what to say, but I'm just drawing blanks. And eventually, the hallway ends. We leave, and we're at the courtyard of the school. And the courtyard ends, and we end up in the parking lot. I have been following this girl for like 5 minutes at this point, bro. But eventually, she gets to her car, gets in her car, drives off. She gets to the entrance of the school, she goes left, and I go right. And I just keep walking, bro. Like, I feel stupid, and I didn't want to look goofy and turn around and just walk back to the cafeteria. So I just kept walking on the sidewalk until I reached the CVS, and I just stood there. I don't even think I ate lunch that day, and that was it. School ended, and I went home hard. And I never saw her again until 2 years later. Now, that summer was the summer that I took YouTube seriously. Now, when I say seriously, I don't mean I blew up, because this was 2018 and I didn't blow up until 2020. So when I say seriously, I meant I was just seriously making mid-ass videos. But I was posting weekly, I was showing up. So I grinded that whole summer, got a 9 to 5, got kicked out of my mom's crib, lived with my friend, and just grinded my 9 to 5 in YouTube there for a couple of years. And then I blew up in 2020. And that was the first year that I had my own apartment. So one day I'm just chilling in the crib, and I get a follow from this girl. And for some reason, she looked mad familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. But she was bad. So I stalk her IG highlights. And you ever be like stalking someone's highlights, and like they be saying like May 2018, May 2019, May 20, like you're going through them and they're forever, and then it just cuts into one that was posted like 15 seconds ago, bro. That shit be making me sick, because it's like, how did you go 3 years without posting a highlight, bro? So I'm going through her shit, and eventually I get to a story that says 10 minutes ago. Oh fuck, I moved my camera. That's for sure gonna show up in the recording. Bro, I clicked that bit, and that bit that all says 5 minutes, so I can't just view her story and not do nothing. So I was already into.
Go. Seriously?
So I stalked all of her highlights, and at that point I didn't really care. So I'm looking, and I realize it's Christine, bro. I recognize the art from high school on her highlights, and I'm just sitting there like, no way. So I initiate the IG maiden dance. You know what it is. You like a couple pictures, they like a couple pictures, you DM, they respond. But I didn't even get to DM, because as soon as I liked a few pictures, she skipped it and just hit me with a, hey, 3 Ys, heart emoticon. I'm just looking at that DM, and I can feel the younger me inside going, today! But we still got a lot, kid. Now, at this point in my life, I wasn't as much of a dork as I was in high school, but I was still a Poindexter ass nigga. I mean, I'm a square to this day for real, but... She did not have to know that. So when I responded to that first DM, I'm trying to portray the most chill, laid-back personality that I can. No emojis, no nothing. Like Dan Schneider to an amputee minor. I'm trying to get off on the right foot, and I think it was working, because I'm getting all kinds of, oh, I wish we linked in high school. We should have linked. I'm looking at the phone like, oh, it's like that. And as the conversation continues, I start to realize this girl was low-key one of those, you know, a stall soldier, a bleacher bandit, a hallway harlot. And I started to think about it, because one of the other reasons I was scared to talk to this girl was because she was always talking to a different guy in the hallway. But at the time, I didn't realize what a school thought was, so I genuinely thought she just had mad guy friends. So realizing this, I come to the conclusion that I need a Carfax. So I hit up my one friend. Now in any school setting, high school or college, I feel like every guy has that one friend. It could be the same thing for women, but I don't know. That one friend who's had like everyone in the school, bro. I mean, the list of bodies in their phone looks like a damn Pokédex. And this friend for me was a guy who I'll name Randall. So I hit him like, yo, I'm talking to this girl from high school. Do you know her? And I go on her IG to send him one of her Instagram posts. And this whore is already in her likes. And at that point, I feel like I don't even really need the Carfax anymore, but I was already in too deep, so I decided to push forward and send him the Instagram post. And he goes, oh shit. Is that Christine? Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing right now. If there is one thing that is always true no matter what gender, if someone's nickname is their name twice, take a hike. John, man, that girl will beat you like Ray Rice. Cause if you gotta say the name twice, don't hit, cause you gonna be itching like you got lice. And gonna be a round of applause cause she gonna give it a clap. That's such a stupid bit. Bro, if a girl's nickname is her name twice, wrap it up. And if you hit, wrap it up. Cause I'ma show you right now the context in which that nickname is being used. Yo, bruh. I was with this shorty earlier. Who was you with? Christine. Oh, Christine. The stories that I'm hearing about this girl from Randall are absolutely insane. She had a generational run in high school, bro. I'm talking 2020 Rona levels of bodies. COVID-19, if you will. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was talking to her, she was in college, so I know niggas was passing her around like one for all. I am sick. So we went to Raising Cane's later that day. Hey man, and the date is going pretty well. She's mad cool to talk to. We're talking about anime, art, like all that stuff. I folded, bruh. I was feeding for this girl for a year. I came up and she came back. That is a corny nigga's dream, and I was the corniest of them all. Of course I wasn't gonna pass up on that. So we go back to my crib, put on some anime, and we start to cuddle. And the whole time, my heart is thumping, bro. I'm just sitting there thinking about all the anticipation that led up to this moment, and that makes me extremely nervous. And I can feel that she can feel that because she breaks the ice. She looks left and I look right, and we get to doing our thing. And man, today was the day. It was magical. For 10 seconds. Here's the problem. Bro, I was way too excited. This was built up for years at this point. I was also 20 and inexperienced. But you're absolutely tweaking if you think I was gonna be able to control myself. Now the argument could be made. Say, man, that's not even that big of a deal for real. You could just wait a couple minutes, cuddle, do your thing with her, and hit her with another round. Which, valid. However, that only works if I am mentally attracted to the woman enough to get hyped again. Because if I'm not, that post-nut clarity hits me like a freight train, bro. Bruh, the 10 seconds was over, I finished, and I'm just looking at myself in the reflection of my window with absolute disgust. No disrespect to the girl, I'm genuinely just telling the story. I saw all the signs, I heard all the stories, and I still hate. I felt sick. Any chance of me getting up again were completely foreign. And to make matters worse, yo, what the f happened? She says that verbatim. She gets to blaming my. Now I'm turned off and embarrassed. Nothing was gonna happen for that night. I knew that, she knew that, and because she knew that, she is getting brutal, bro. She is coming from my head. They're laughing at my ass, bro. She gets to putting on her clothes and leaving. I'm still on the bed looking stupid. Like, bro, I know I made it into a group chat that night. I can't even cap. Bro, she gets to my front door and dips before I could even finish putting on my clothes to walk her out. She didn't even want me to walk her to her car. But yeah, she drove me around because I didn't have a car or a license, by the way. So she goes to my door, leaves, and drives off. I'm sitting on the bed. I call Randall. Yo, bro. I just hit Christine. Christine. And I went crazy, bro. I didn't even have to leave it to the door.
Bro, who put an ad at the end of a video? But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I'll see y'all in the next video. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell.